Well, the mailman must think that I'm absolutely nuts at this point. Yeah, I ordered some DVDs and Blu-rays here. I thought that I would do an unboxing video. Hopefully I will be in frame here. I don't think it should be a problem. Okay. This video is gonna have to be without editing because my computer is not working at the moment. I've said that a few times before. It is what it is. So I'm just gonna have to. I suck at computers, so it's not working. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, never mind. But that means that this video is just gonna cut off basically at about 15 minutes or something like that. I think that's when the camera usually decides that it's enough. So it's gonna be an abrupt ending, and then I will have to continue in part 2 and maybe part 3 even. I don't know how long this is gonna take, because I obviously have a lot of DVDs and Blu-rays to unbox. So I mean, people say that I talk too much. Well, so I've heard sometimes from my videos, which is kind of ironic because in real life I'm usually the most silent person in the room. But I guess in my videos I seem to go on and on and on. So I apologize if that's gonna happen. But I just feel like I need to mention, I need to address, you know, the sheer amount of stuff. I mean, why the hell do I have so much, first of all? Well, really, I just kept running into good deals. I kept finding cheap stuff. I got a few discount codes here and there, and things piled up. And really, I mean, I did a pretty big unboxing recently, and I did not want to open any of this until I had finished everything that I already had. So yeah, things just added up here, it seems. Yeah, and anyway, that's really everything I feel like I need to mention. I'm just gonna get started here. We have one big ass package here, which is from Australia, which looks really smashed up, so I'm hoping that everything is all okay in there. Oh, I need a scissors for this, or maybe not. Well, yeah, let's hope that it's gonna work out without scissors. Yeah, seems like it does. So I guess, you know, we'll start with a packet from Disc Shop. We got a couple from, no, 3 from CD-ON, maybe 3 or 4 from a Swedish website called Tradera, which is like an equivalent of eBay, you could say. And then a bunch of stuff from Amazon Marketplace, one from Savi, and I think that should be it. Anyway, from Disc Shop I found some really a really good deal. 3 Blu-rays, TV Blu-rays for 249 crowns, and then I had a discount code, so it really added up to, well, pretty cheap, all of this. First of all, really happy to find this, or to find it for such a cheap price. Frances McDormand, Richard Jenkins, Bill Murray, in Olive Kitteridge here. Yeah, I'm really excited about this. Yeah, this is about the marriage between, I'm guessing, Frances McDormand and Richard Jenkins. It spans over a couple of decades or so, and yeah, I really like Frances McDormand. She's terrific, maybe one of my favorite actresses. Bill Murray is obviously great, Richard Jenkins is great, so Olive Kitteridge, can't wait to check that out. Obviously, I'm gonna say that a few times here, I can't wait to watch this. Obviously, some of this I'm gonna have to wait to watch because there's too much to check out all of it immediately. Then we have Looking, Season 1, once again a Blu-ray here. I don't know much about this. You know, it feels like one of those shows that kind of hard to know what to expect without, you know, before you've checked it out. But it's an HBO, I think. Yeah, HBO kind of comedy or drama comedy possibly. It features 3 friends who explore the lifestyle options of a new generation of gay men. Patrick is a video game designer returning to the dating world, etc, etc. It's I didn't even know that it was about gay men, you know, but so I've really not read that much about it. That's I'm looking forward to watching one. There we go once again. I'm looking forward to watching it. Arrow season 1. I'm really not a big superhero fan, but this, I don't think it's supposed to be supernatural. So, but it's I guess a superhero show. I mean, I have become a bigger superhero fan recently, I guess, but I don't know if I'm gonna like the show. I do enjoy the superhero movies that come out from Marvel and stuff, but this is DC Comics. But yeah, Arrow season 1. So we'll see about that. Yeah, this one is from Tradera. So let's see which one this is. Like I said, I think I have 4 titles from there, so I'm not sure which one this will be. Very cool here. We got a DVD called Sweden Rock Festival, 10th to 12th of June 2004. Sölvesborg. Sweden Rock Festival. I was there last year, and I will be there again this year. And this is the only DVD that they released, the only documentary they made about the festival in 2004. No, it says 2005 on the back, but it says 2004 on the front. Okay, well, either way, it's about a decade ago. 3 hours. Let's see, bands. Wishbone Ash, oh that's cool. Nazareth, Stonecake, Wilmer X, Stephen the Lloyds. I only really know Wishbone Ash out of those, to be honest. That's really cool. Just a you know, a music festival with rock and metal bands, really. It's gonna be fun to check this out. I don't know if I will have time to see that before this year's festival, because I'm gonna be there at in about 2 weeks actually. So this one should be from Amazon. Oh, I see which one this is. One kind of a horror movie that I've been wanting to see for a while now. Oh, come on. This is one of the downsides of not being able to edit, because certain packages take time to open. There we go. This is the Ebola syndrome. Supposed to be a pretty fucked up, possibly darkly comedic, violent horror movie. I don't know. I've heard about it through the years, and oh, I didn't know that. Directed by Herman Yao, who directed the Untold Story, it says here, which is another one that I've been wanting to see. That somehow I've kind of associated with this one, but I never knew that it was the same director. But I guess it kind of makes sense then that I did. Anyway, the Ebola syndrome. It'll be fun to check that one out. We'll keep going here. This is a movie called Ravenous, that, along with another movie here, I just kind of randomly found online, or I mean, I randomly heard about it. I came across the movie, and it looked like a fun movie, and a good movie, not just kind of fun, cheesy for a one-time watch, but I think this could be a pretty good one. Guy Pearce, Robert Carlyle, and David Arquette. I did not even know that. Robert Carlyle, I think he's absolutely great, and I like David Arquette. Guy Pearce, I've not really seen a whole lot with him, but let's see. Neil McDonough, I think I know who that is too. Yeah, so Ravenous, kind of like a horror movie, I think. Kind of like a horror movie. Well, it's something like that. And what do you know? This is the other one that I was kind of just randomly came across. Don't know if I've heard about this one before, but it's released by Tartan Asia Extreme. and it's called Versus. It looks quite good. Ruhei Kitamura film. Excuse me. Yeah. Once again, I'm thinking it's going to be a pretty violent film. A truly mind-blowing extravaganza of way-out set pieces, awe-inspiring fight sequences, and deadly cunning zombies. Ultra-kinetic violence. Anyway, yeah, it's gonna be a fun watch. Some of these are used, but these are both in terrific shape. This one, I know what's in this actually. Another one from the Swedish eBay that I am just really dying to check this out. Been wanting to see this for a while now. Love Flight of the Conchords, which is a hint at what this will be. I don't know if it's going to be similar in humor or what. But this is a sealed copy of What We Do in the Shadows, from the creators of Flight of the Conchords and Eagle vs. Shark. At least, you know, Jermaine Clement and what's his name, Brett McKenzie, I think, from the Flight of the Conchords. At least Jermaine Clement is in this, and he. I listened to a podcast, a Nerdist podcast with Jermaine Clement and Taika Waititi, Waititi, and they talked about the movie, and I had already been wanting to see the movie, but it really made me even more excited to check it out. They talked about how they designed a lot of the set pieces themselves. You know, they were up all night and put stuff together that normally other people would do, and they've just really put their soul into this project, it seems. But anyway, yeah, What We Do in the Shadows. There is kind of like a collector's edition. I think it's called Fang Bloody-tastic Collector's Edition, whatever, of this movie, that I have been wanting to get that one, but that's really expensive. I mean probably like 3 times more, no, more than that, 4 times more expensive than what I paid for this. I got this for a pretty good price, but still, that collector's edition has a couple hours of special features, I think, which would be cool to own, but I think for the price, I'm sticking with the movie. But it has gotten some pretty good reviews, so it should be so much fun. And here we have something completely different. DuckTales the movie, Treasure of the Lost Lamp. I don't know if I've seen this. I think I used to watch DuckTales when it was on, you know, the TV show DuckTales. I think there's a TV show called DuckTales, and I used to watch that, or one of those shows, back in the day when it was on TV. And it was not one of my favorites. I never really loved it, but I just came across this movie, and for some reason got really excited to check it out. I had just seen, no, actually I have another one coming up. I'll save that little story for that title, but I'm looking forward to that one. Ooh, I know what's in here. This came in yesterday through the mail slot. A lot of people have bought this. It's released by Second Sight, and it is the wonderful release of Society, a film by Brian Usna. I do have this on DVD, but this release was just too cool to pass up, and I'm sure that this has some special features that my DVD does not have. My DVD is not bare bones. I think it's from Tartan something, but it doesn't have that many special features, and this one has a whole bunch of them, you know. This is not from Second Sight, this is from Arrow, I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm mixing it up with. Anyway, Arrow, I apologize. But yeah, you can see there, if you didn't see, bunch of special features. Yeah, I mean, I like the movie a lot. I love these kinds of body horror splatter movies. It's a little bit slow until the ending, but the ending is really a payoff. I mean, if you don't like it, stick around until the ending, because things get absolutely nuts. Yeah, and it's gonna be, I think it has a commentary with Brian Usna. It's got a documentary. It's got a lot of good stuff on this, and I'm really looking forward to watching the movie and just checking out the special features. Well, I was talking about this, and I was about to kind of tell a story about why I bought it. But actually, here we have The Three Musketeers, and well, it's not much of a story really. But the reason why I bought this is actually because I was watching, because I said that I was not a big fan of those kinds of movies, or well, I don't know what I said. I said that I was not a big fan of DuckTales, but for some reason I wanted to buy that movie anyway. And I was going to say that, but the reason for that is, but then I remember that the reason for that is actually the reason why I bought this movie. Now I'm making things very confusing. The reason why I bought this, I think, is because I had just seen an extremely goofy movie, which was very enjoyable. Not great, but it was very enjoyable. And I wanted to see more Disney, really.